Welcome back to the Xenophobic 73 channel, and this continues the quest for Mad Max. That's on the PS4 gameplay walkthrough, and this is something part 26, I think it is now. This is Death Races. I hate racing, but it's part of the game, and so therefore it has to be done. End of.
Exalted, so wondrous, let us to the old ring and race!
If I was you, I'd look into getting my stuff together and tight for heading out. Come back to me when you think you're ready. You might want to improve that shotgun of yours before heading off.
I heard of you. Your deeds, your wars.
And she's quite true, even though I am level 3 shotgun. If I go into this mission with anything lower than what I have, I ain't gonna survive, because it's a really tricky mission. Got a choice of 2 fucking missions, so could go and get parts, I suppose. Boring though to watch. I will have a couple of games of the Death Races. Here we go now.
I'd wager if we destroyed these unholy camps of the Scrotus hordes, they'd treat us like kings around here.
Your fame echoes amid the rumble of iron beasts and the screeching and howls of the speed freaks. Come, let's race.
I really am gonna hate this.
Some big bad armor on these small ones, huh? Good. Come on, hurry up, hurry up.
I would have to miss the fucking barrel, wouldn't I? Cannot restart the fucking race now. That's a load of old bollocks, that is. Shut up. Now, 1 second. Whack on the chat. Yeah, hello, yeah, walk away. How can I help you? I try and game and chat and read a comment at the same time, a little laugh. Right in the balls. There's pauses. Right. You have my full attention. What's your question? Let's have a look. Yeah, about age restriction. Yeah, what's your question about the age restrictions? Oh yeah, so you have it there now. Right. Yeah, I can answer that now for you if you want. Yeah, so if I delete my account from Family Manager account, I'll lose all my progress screenshots and everything else on that account. You will lose screenshots and anything that you have. Now, when just before you're about to delete, it gives you a warning about what's going to be deleted. Now, it is screenshots. It won't be. You might lose gameplay clips. You won't lose trophy information. You will not lose any progress within the game, because essentially when you download on the hard drive, it's the same for everyone. You will only lose screenshots and things like that. So are you deleting a user that's hacked into your account, or is it just because you want to remove one user and add a second one? Can I ask? You can answer in the chat if you want. One second, I'm just going back to my game screen. Yeah, so what, no, you won't lose any of your Fortnite account. You won't lose any of your Fortnite account. You won't lose any skins or stuff like that. No, you won't. because essentially Fortnite is created with the Sony account, so that's unaffected. You made the account a while back when I was a kid. Yeah, so what you can do is you can temporarily disable all security on the PS4 temporarily, and that will remove any security at all until you sort of turn off the console and move back on. So you can disable all the security functions, make any changes that you want, and then reactivate the security after. So you can remove the old account that you had when you were a kid, and you can just start afresh with new settings. I hope that answers your question. Welcome, Grand Baller MK. I have a new subscriber. Thanks very much. Enjoy the channel. Yeah, so I hope that answers your question, Lena. I hope that gets you sorted anyway. Yeah, when you create a new user, you'll automatically be logged into it, unless of course you set it for you to log in every time. But there's really no need to do that anyway. So how do you do? Right. So first of all, to delete the account, you as from the get-go, I'll do it for you now. So if you go to Family Manager, Parental Controls, go to the Family Management folder, and you'll see PS4 restrictions. So you go into restrictions. Just let me know. Just let me know if I'm going too fast here. Yeah, so go to Family Manager, Parental Controls, go to PS4 restrictions, and temporarily disable all security. You might need to put a passcode in for that, which is 4 zeros, and then turn off the security. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, family management. Now you do one of two things. You can go to PS4 restrictions and disable. Yeah, that's exactly right. It doesn't disable it for good. It only disables it for a short time. So until either you turn off the machine and you turn it back on again, all the security will be back on. So you can either go to PS4 restrictions and disable the settings, or you can directly go until you turn off the console and turn it back on. So provided you leave the console on indefinitely, we won't be doing that anyway. So that's essentially, you go to PS4 restrictions and turn off security, or you can directly go to the family management folder, and then go into delete or create delete user, and then the account that you want to delete, you actually go into that, scroll down to the bottom, and then click on delete. So after you disable it, go back into your family management folder where all your users are. Go into the user profile that you want to delete. Yeah, you'll still be logged into the PS4. If it's the, obviously it won't be the user that you're in now. Right. Well, if you're in the parents account, you're in the master. You're in the master, the primary folder, which everything is controlled from. So no, you just you delete. You can delete that now. So again, you go into it, scroll down, click into it. Now, when you go to click OK, it's going to give you, as it will give you that pre-warning to tell you what it's being deleting anyway. So you click delete, and it'll bring you back into the main folder again. And obviously that little account with the face on will be gone, so you can just click into create user and take it from there. Yeah, again, all the game's progress is actually stored on the hard drive, so irrespective of what user you're in, the gameplay is saved on the hard drive anyway. So all you need to do is set up your new user, then log in, and then access the game, and the game's progress will be there, and you can access, just carry on basically. So. Okay, you're in the master account, so go into it should be in the family management anyway, so go to the family manager, and then go into your user file that you had when you were a kid. That's the one you want to delete, so you physically have to go into it to delete it. And of course you've done it. So you have to be in the account. So the account you want to delete, you actually have to be in that. So head to Family Manager. Actually, no, you don't have to be. You can actually do it from there. So if you're in the master account, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's it. So if you're in the master account, all you have to do is go to Family Manager, and then so head over to the Family Manager, which I think you're probably anyway, even the main account, and then where you have Family Manager at the top, you should have your second user. You should have whatever accounts are created, which are the little white faces. You should have your one that you created. So you go down to it, click into it, and then you'll see what age limit it has, all the security parameters, and the last option on the bottom will be delete user. You won't be able to delete the master account, so don't worry. For me, the bottom says says rest password. Okay, password is 0000. Oh, it says reset password. Do it. If it gives you an option to enter password, put that in. Oh, you don't have a delete. You don't have a delete slider, no. Okay. That's unusual. I'm just going to do a simulation of what we're doing. Just bear with me. Okay, so where you have printer controls, family management, you should have PS4 system restrictions at the top. Second one, you should have family management. Now below that, it should say applicable users on this PS4. Now for argument's sake, on my PS4 it's my son's account. So if I then click into that, it takes its time. I have to pop in a password. Now the password you may need to enter will be the email address that the account was set up as. Now if you don't have access to that, there you have that. Okay, so you pop that in. So I click into the other account, applicable user. That is correct. So go into that, and then what you should have there now is printer controls, playtime. So you will have the list of options that's on it. So for argument's sake, on mine, it's my son. It's got playtime. It's got playtime settings, time zone, etc. Then at the bottom, 3 or 4 settings, you've got printer controls, blah blah blah, information. You should have family members information, joining PlayStation Network, and then the very last one should say delete user profile. Yours doesn't say that. Okay. There it is. Right, that's unusual. If you're in the master account, you should have access to all. Okay, so you might want to. I'll actually do this with you because I have the screen on there now. So we just click the circle button back to the previous menu. So we start again from printer controls, family management. So where you've got PS4 system restrictions, you want to click into that. That's going to ask you for a password. So you want to put 4 circles. Sorry, 4 circles. Sorry. You want to do square 4 times. Okay. Now you want to go down to the 4th option. Yeah, you want to go down to temporarily disable PS4 system restrictions. Now this temporarily allows all users to the PS4 to use applications in devices without any parental control restrictions. So you make sure that has a white tick on it. And it's going to tell you what it's going to do there. So temporarily allows the users on this PS4 to use applications and devices without any system restrictions. So you temporarily disable. So when you click that, you'll see that there's a tick on that option. Yeah, you clicked it right. Okay, so you press the circle button back, and then we head for that that user on the PS4. So you want to go back to the applicable users on the PS4. Click back into that folder. Okay, it's locked down. Okay, so we'll go back again. Go back into disable restrictions and then pop that password in again. That's the 4 squares. So I beg your pardon, when you click it, it's activated. So we'll click it again so that there's no tick on it. That's deactivated. And just want to check with you that when you're in that PS4 restriction, there's PS4 system restrictions, the very top one, new user creation and guest login. Is that set to allow or not allow? Yeah. Yeah, that's right, yeah. So that's my bad. I made a mistake. I made you do that again. Sorry. Yeah, so at the top of the PS4 system restrictions, new user creation and guest login. Is that set to allow or not allow? It says allow. That's fine. That's what it should be set to. Okay, so I'll come back out of that again. Now, okay. So we're back to that parental controls, family management. We've got the PS4 system restrictions, and we've got the family management, and then we've got the applicable user below that. Click into the family management from there. So click into the second option. So you click into family management. Okay, so you should now have the family members. So you should have, if it says parents or whatever it says as a family manager. Below that, you should have your original profile. So click into that, and then just scroll right down to the bottom. Have you got that delete user profile at the bottom there? Okay. Now you don't have that option. Right. That's very strange. Let me reset the password. Yeah, Grand Baller, yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. Yeah, I should be able to do that tomorrow for you. That's no problem. It's only because Alina caught me in the stream then and she caught me. So that's no problem at all. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow for you. No worries, we'll get you sorted anyway. Okay. Thinking of another way we can do this now for you. Okay, another thing we can try is just below your parents' account and your account, you should have an option to add family member. Ah, right. Okay. We can add a new user that way. So if you click into add family member, you'll have a list of your friends, and you'll have enter, assign ID, and then in the bottom one should have create user. So what we can do is we can create a new user with different settings, and we can work about deleting that old account another time. I'll scratch my head on that one. Oh, I see you want to play again on that one and not a new account. Okay. Trying to think of the reason why you don't have that one there. It's really strange. Right, okay. Let's go to. Right, we'll go back into PS4 restrictions. So you've got that four zeros again. And when you go into that, go to default, third one down, default parental controls. Click into that, and that would be change the default parental controls for new users who haven't joined the PlayStation Network and guests who don't sign into their network. No, time zone won't make you. So go to default parental controls. So go back to your PS4, disable PS4 restrictions. You'll have to enter those 4 zeros again. Okay, and then the third option down, you should have default parental controls. And that's going to bring you into setting your age limit for games, and that I think that's probably why it's allowing you to play single but not multiplayer. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so once you're in that screen, just let me know you're in that screen. Great. Okay, so set age limit for games. So click in X into that screen, and just tell me there what age limit is visible with the PEGI system. So you should have 3, 7, 12, 16, and 18. And it's just on allow. Okay. Allowed. Okay. So if you scroll, you will only allow it to scroll down with the D-pad there. Now, if you scroll down, you'll see you've got level 11, which is age 18 or older. So it's the highest level. Then you've got level 10, 9, 8, etc. And as you scroll down to level 1, you can see yourself. So the more you have highlighted, the higher. So if you leave it on level 11, and once you're on level 11, tap the X button again, and that's what it's going to set you for. Yeah, yours is age 17 or older for level 11. Yeah, that's fine. That's the one. Okay, so when you tap X, it'll come out of that screen back to the previous one. That's it set. Now what do you do? Now, go right the way back to your main PS4 menu to where your game is. And click into, Forest? Click into Forest and then highlight the multiplayer option to see if it lets you in. How about in this account, the master, I could play the multiplayer. It's on the other account that you can't. Right, okay. So if you want to pop into your other account, and we're going to do the same thing in that account. So if you can't at the moment, for some bizarre reason we can't delete that account, we'll try and you can stay on it, it won't hurt. Don't have to log out of it now, just come out of it and just switch to the other account. Okay, you're in the second account. Okay, so we'll go to follow step by step now. Right, so if you're in the main game screen, again head over to settings. I'll do it with you, and you will come across. So you go to printer controls, family management. Right. So PS4 system restrictions 0000, and then third option for default parental controls, and set the age level for games, which is level 11, age 17 or 18 or older. Okay, so click into that one, X, and then it'll return you to the default parental control screen. Okay, perfect. Now click circle button and to bring you right back to the main screen, and click on the game that you're having the issue with, and we'll see what happens. I head to multiplayer. Okay, clicking onto the multiplayer and you're logging into the game. And you got, and what is it giving you an error message, or is it giving you a system restriction? Is it a login error within the game, or is it is it the PS4's system sort of telling you you can't? It says cannot use the PlayStation Network features in this application due to age restrictions. But we've changed it, you see. Right. Is it a Forest? Is it a PlayStation Network downloaded game, or is it physical disc? Grandboy, you've been listening, yeah? Oh, very good. Oh, you have the same thing. Okay, we might be able to solve both the problems then. Right. It's a digital game, right? Okay, because they will change the level for the Blu-ray discs and DVDs there as well. Okay. Okay, both of you, right, you can try this. Now got the restricted use of base games, and we are on the highest level of restrictions. So we've got to level 11 of the restrictions. So disable that completely. So scroll back to what we had originally, which was allowed. So restrict the use of games based on the following parental control level. So now switch it to level 1. Yeah, head back to the master account, yeah. You can do this on both. You can do this on both your account and on the master account as well. Set it to level 1. That's the lowest security level. That should solve our issue. Yeah, switch it to level 1. That's the lowest level security. That should let you now have access to everything. So you have to set it to the highest and then to the lowest. That sounds strange, but it's just the way it seems to work. So set it to level 1. Now we know it works on the master account, the parents account, but it's the other one that I'm interested in. Okay. Yeah. And if that doesn't work, then we'll just switch both back to just allowed. No, still doesn't work. Okay, just switch back to the age level for games and just leave it on allowed then. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Yep. Okay, so on applicable users, I have everything on allowed, and for age filtering for online content is off. So if the online content is off, it means it's not going to it's not going to disable any sort of age restriction as far as online content is. I wouldn't enable that on. I'd actually leave it off, so it won't filter anything. So I'd leave that as off. Hello, Lenny. Yeah, sorry. Hello. Yeah, leave the age filtering for online content as off, and go back into your game and see if it allows you in. If that still doesn't work, you might have to leave that with me. Now, do a bit of digging tomorrow. Strange one. That the fact you're not going to delete the user up is a strange one anyway. But if you can get to where you need to be without deleting the user, if it's just an age restriction, all the age restriction is within Family Manager. There's no other options for security within that with the PS4's operating system. So everything is controlled from Parental Controls Family Management, and there isn't any other way of controlling it. It's just a strange one. Now, unless your parents have something set up internally with Sony that blocks it, I don't think so. No, it might be a service that. Whereabouts are you living? Are you in the States or Europe, UK? Ah, right. Oh, you're right. You're welcome, Grandpa. That's what I do. I enjoy doing that. You have all the password information for everything. Yeah, it's strange that you can't have the option to delete the user. That's a strange one. Because I've instructed people before that once you disable the PS4 management, you've got free reign and you can control everything. It's very strange. You don't have that option down there. It's very strange. There's one other thing that actually does spring to mind there now. I'm just going to do this with you. So if you go back to the main PlayStation screen and head right to where you normally switch it off, so you go to power. Um, you go to switch user. Don't think you can. No, I know. I can remember on the PlayStation 3 you could delete from that part of the screen. Okay, I'm barking up the wrong tree. Right now, unfortunately, I do recall that on the PlayStation 3 you could delete a user from the main. And when you logged out and logged into another user, you had the option to delete, but you don't have the same option on the PS4, unfortunately. Um, Unfortunately, I've hit a brick wall. It's just strange. I might have to do a bit of homework for you to try and maybe fix that. It's a very strange thing. Very strange the way it doesn't do that for you. Okay. We'll try it again. Right. Okay. Let's try once more because I just did a simulation of locking all my games using the PS4 restrictions, and I deactivate that click again, and now I have access again. So let's just try that. So one last thing we can try this evening. So if you go to Parental Controls, Family Management again from the main screen, go to PS4 System Restrictions, 4 zeros, and temporarily disable PS4 System Restrictions. Click that tick box again, so it's a white tick. Do you need to do that in the master account? Yeah, do it in the master account. And also do it in your account as well. You'll only be able to do it in the master account, because if you're trying to get into your other account, let's say that you have to temporarily disable them. Okay, so go back into your account again. Okay, right, so go back to that family management folder, so applicable user on the PS4. Okay, so you're in your account. Okay, so go to your parental control family management, and then go into your applicable user on the PS4, so the third option down with your name in it. So, and then head straight to the bottom where you have information. Your account. Right, that's what it's telling you. So you can't do anything at the moment. Age restriction. But we should have that. We should have that. Okay. Right, the only thing, sorry about this, Selena, I don't know why we're having this issue. Right, okay, the only thing I can suggest to you now is if you go back to your main account and try and look for that, the disable user profile on, so in family management, so parental controls, family management. And you have to go to, finally, you have to go to PS4 system restriction, 4 zeros, untick that box again, and then click into your actual profile in the family management. This is the one that it says parental controls, playtime, parental controls. When you're in the family management section where it says parental controls, you should have applications, devices, network features. Tick it off. So make sure the tick is off. Okay, tick is off. Okay, so if your tick is off, right, parental controls, family management. Okay, you want to go to So your family management folder, so the screen where you have family members, your main account, and then your folder below that. Click into your profile. So you have printer controls and your playtime. And scroll down, and where you have information, the top one should be family member information. All it should say is the face and the, don't worry about that one. It's the one above it I'm concerned with, printer controls, applications, devices, and network features. You want to click into that. And your age level for games. So set the control level for playing games that have parental control restrictions. The lower the level, the tighter the control. This is similar to what we did earlier on, but this controls it within the app. And this is I think the problem we're having. So again, make sure that 3, 7, 12, 16 and 18 are highlighted or actually visible. And then after age level 11, just go to allowed. That means it's going to allow every single age. And then click X. Okay. Now, final push. Hopefully this is going to work. Go back to your main screen in your account and run that forest game. Let's see what we get. And if it doesn't work, then Alana, leave it with me and I'll do some homework and I'll get back to you. I'll let your dad watch his TV. That's so weird. So weird. You can host or join. Only plugin. I wonder if when they created the Sony account, if your age is actually set by that. So when they set up the account originally, your age is set for under the age restriction to play multiplayer. I think that's probably it. That's not something I can adjust, unfortunately. You could try contacting Sony to see if they can't adjust it your end, possibly. But see the parameter for that isn't in the PS4. The PS4 is not controlling it. Maybe it's Sony's. It's a weird one. Let me do some homework and I'll get back to it anyway. So sorry it took so long. I thought most problems it can be solved within 5 or 10 minutes, but this is just a special case, I think. Sorry about that. I've Oh, you're very welcome. I just went in on the channel. I dropped you a little sub there as well, so your time wasn't wasted anyway. You're welcome. That's what I do it for anyway. So, just say them that you're trying to play an online. You're trying to play a game which, as far as you're concerned, is within your age limit, but it doesn't let you play online. It only lets you play single. Yeah, do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no harm in doing that. I should be on. Are you from the UK or the States or Europe? Because I'd normally I live in the Republic of Ireland now, so if you're in the States, I'm about 5 hours ahead of you. So I normally would stream about 8 or 9 at night, which your time differential would probably be about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So thanks very much for the sub, Elena. Appreciate that. Yeah, strange. I from the States, yeah, so it was probably was it 12 midnight here, so it's probably it's probably about hold on, my maths isn't great. Yeah, probably what 7 p.m. here, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Eastern or Pacific. 6 o'clock. Right, 7 hours. Okay. So if you disable age restrictions, will you be able to play the game multiplayer? Yeah, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to play the multiplayer. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if it's a game that is um, set for 16 or 18, if there's an age restriction on it of the online, if it's a bloody or gory game, and obviously you set any set restriction for that, it in theory it shouldn't allow you to play it, but we've disabled everything, so it's merely allowing you to play every piece of software that's currently available. Yeah, yeah, try one thing. Yeah, do. At this stage, I'm game to suggest anything. You know. Yeah, I mean, if it as I said, yeah, if the game's installed on a hard drive anyway, so your progress would be there. And even if you set up another account and multiple accounts with different parameters, the game save would still be accessible because the PS4 sees any user having access to that save. So that would be the case anyway. So yeah, it's very strange. Very strange. Yeah. Not for the time being, anyway. At least, I mean, at least it's not as if you can't play it at all, I suppose. But I can just see what you mean. You want to, have something a bit more up to date. And but anyways, leave that with me. Anyway, see if you can't dig up. And in the meantime, if something happens miraculously, it works. It works. It's all better for you. All right. Well, listen. Thanks very much for your message. Anyway, actually, no problem. And thanks for the sub. And I'll be doing that stream tomorrow for the other fella anyway. So we'll see if we can't help him out. And all right. No problem at all. And I'll see you soon. Yep. No problem. Take care now. Bye now. Oh, well, I remember going to win that race. Yeah. I failed the Barabash. Yep.
Hurry up. Bless your sacred carbs, huh? We're rolling again.